Today, America woke up to a message that instantly sent shockwaves across the nation.
A message that was not ordinary, not routine, and not something people expected to hear on a normal day.
The White House issued what it officially called an emergency warning. And within minutes, news channels, social media feeds, and phone notifications across the country were filled with the same serious message. Government officials confirmed that a new global threat has emerged, and this time the danger is being described as real, active, and capable of affecting the daily life of millions of Americans. For many people, the announcement felt sudden, confusing, and frightening, because no one had been publicly prepared for such a serious development. The tone used by officials was calm, but the words carried heavy meaning, making it clear that this is not something that should be ignored. According to early statements, national security agencies have been monitoring unusual activities across multiple regions of the world. Intelligence reports suggest that powerful global actors have recently taken steps that could directly challenge America's safety, economy, and international position. While officials have not yet released every detail, they confirm that these developments were serious enough to activate emergency level
Communication from the White House. This kind of alert
is only used when potential risks move beyond routine security monitoring and into a category
that could affect public stability.
The fact that such a warning was released tells us that the situation is being treated at the highest level of government. Across the country, people reacted with concern, curiosity, and fear. Many Americans immediately began searching for answers, trying to understand what exactly this new global threat means for their families, their jobs, their savings, and their future. Some wondered if this could affect travel, fuel prices, food supply, or even internet services. Others questioned whether military actions could follow, or if this could lead to economic consequences similar to those seen during previous international crises. While officials did not confirm any immediate disruptions, they did advise citizens to stay alert, follow official updates, and avoid spreading unverified information. Inside Washington, emergency meetings were reportedly held between senior officials, security advisors, and military leaders. Sources familiar with the discussions revealed that several possible scenarios were reviewed, ranging from diplomatic pressure to economic protection plans and strategic defense measures. These meetings are part of the government's early response to prevent threats from turning into real-world damage. When the White House gathers top leadership on such short notice, it often means that multiple agencies are being prepared to act quickly if the situation changes. Experts believe that this new global threat may not be limited to a single country or region. Instead, it may involve international networks, political pressure systems, and economic leverage that could affect America indirectly before any visible impact is felt. This makes the situation more complex because modern global threats are no longer only about armies and weapons. They also include cyber risks, financial pressure, energy supply disruptions, digital misinformation, and trade interference. Any one of these can quietly weaken a nation without a single shot being fired. For everyday Americans, the uncertainty is often the most stressful part. People naturally fear what they cannot see or fully understand. Parents worry about schools, workers worry about job security, business owners worry about supply chains, and retirees worry about savings. These emotions spread quickly, especially when people remember how previous global crises caused sudden changes in prices, travel rules, and even social stability. That is why officials are urging calm, reminding citizens that preparedness does not mean panic. The government's goal, they say, is to stay ahead of the threat before it turns into a visible crisis. Meanwhile, social media platforms have exploded with speculation. Some posts exaggerate the situation, while others completely dismiss it. Authorities have warned that false information can cause unnecessary fear and confusion. They strongly recommend relying only on official government channels and verified news outlets for updates. In times like these, rumors can travel faster than facts, and that can make a tense situation feel even more dangerous than it truly is. International reactions are also beginning to appear. Some world leaders have reportedly reached out to American officials for clarification, while others have increased their own security monitoring. Global markets have shown early signs of nervous movement, especially in sectors related to energy, defense, and technology. Even small changes in investor behavior can signal growing concern behind the scenes. Economists are watching carefully, because major shifts in confidence often happen quietly before the public feels their effects. What makes this moment especially important is how it reflects the fragile balance of today's world. Technology connects nations instantly, economies depend on shared systems, and political decisions in one country can ripple across continents within hours. This means that a threat does not need to be local to feel personal. Something happening thousands of miles away can still affect gas prices, grocery bills, and digital security at home. The White House has stated that more information will be released as soon as it becomes safe and responsible to do so. Officials want to avoid revealing details that could interfere with ongoing security operations. This is why updates may seem slow, but they are carefully managed. Behind the scenes, agencies are analyzing data, strengthening defenses, and preparing response plans for different possible outcomes. For now, Americans are being asked to stay informed, stay calm, and stay connected to official updates. While no immediate changes to daily life have been announced, the seriousness of the emergency warning should not be ignored. History has shown that early alerts are often issued not to scare people, but to prevent damage before it happens. The goal is awareness, not alarm, and preparation, not panic. As the world watches closely, one thing is certain. This moment reminds us that global stability can change quickly, and that staying informed is one of the strongest forms of protection. Whether this situation develops into a larger crisis or is successfully contained, the coming days will be critical. Every update, every statement, and every official move will shape how America responds and how the world adjusts. The White House has spoken, and now the nation waits, watching carefully, listening closely, and hoping that swift action will keep this new global threat from becoming a reality that affects every household.